Why do humans cling so hard to forever when the one thing life on Earth guarantees is change? That's something I asked Spirit lately. And the deeper I sat with it, the deeper it got. Welcome back, loves. And if you're new here, welcome to our sanctuary. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and always use your own discernment. You are your best guide. So, as I said, lately, I've been thinking about the human attachment to forever. Why we hold on so tightly to people, relationships, friendships, family, even old versions of ourselves, as if love only counts if it lasts forever in the exact same form. And I include myself in this too, and my views on this have changed a lot over the years. Because, of course, forever sounds beautiful. Forever love, forever friendship, forever family, forever loyalty. It sounds safe, right? It sounds comforting. It sounds like something solid in a world that can feel anything but that. And when you really think about that, it's strange, isn't it? Because from a young age, we know life changes. We know people leave. We know relationships shift. We know death is part of the human experience. So we know eventually our life on this planet is going to end. And we know nothing here stays exactly the same. And still, we struggle to accept endings, even transitions. We struggle to accept distance, to accept that sometimes people we love deeply are only meant to walk with us for part of the journey. Why? Maybe because humans don't just cling to people, we cling to the meaning that we assign to them. We cling to what they represent to us. That could be safety, home, identity, history, belonging, hope, success. The idea that this person, this relationship, this bond means something permanent in a world that feels temporary. And that gets even deeper when we're talking about blood family. Because a lot of us were taught that blood means forever. Blood is thicker than water, they say, right? That means family has access. Family means loyalty no matter what. Family should always understand you, stay connected to you, remain aligned with you. But blood may make you related, but it does not guarantee alignment. And for those of you who have been through anything with family, you understand clearly what I mean here. And if confirmation, and if not, stay with me anyway. But that part right there, a lot of people don't even want to touch it, right? Because it challenges everything we were told about what family is supposed to be. But let's be real. Are you the same person you were at 15? Most of us aren't. We've worked, we've lived, we've made mistakes, we've loved, we've lost. A lot of us have raised children. We've survived things. We've learned things the hard way. Life changes you. So when people say you've changed, sometimes I'm like, yeah, you haven't? That's called living. It's called growing, being shaped by experience, pain, wisdom, time. So you're upset that I've grown? That's a little silly. Now, does that mean completely giving up on people? No. Does it mean friendship means nothing? No. Does it mean love was fake because it changed form? No. But it does mean we may need a different perspective. Because the truth is, the only guarantee we really have on earth is that things change in life, right? That's it. Whether that comforts you or makes you anxious, I don't know, but it's truth. People change. Life changes. Priorities change, values change, paths change. And not everybody is meant to resonate with you at every stage of your life. That doesn't automatically mean that someone is bad. It doesn't automatically mean you're better than them either. It just means alignment can shift. And I think one of the hardest things for humans to accept is that something can be real and still not be permanent. Something can matter and still end. Someone can be important to you and still not be meant to stay. A friendship can be genuine and still run its course. A relationship can be meaningful and still not be for forever. Some people are not meant to stay forever. They are meant to awaken something. Sit with that. Some people come into your life to love you. Some come to teach you. Some come to mirror you. Some come to wound you. Some come to wake you up. And some come to remind you of who you are or who you're not anymore. That doesn't make every ending easy. It just makes it honest. My Nana always said that the hardest part is knowing when to let go. And that's deep because that really is the hard part. Knowing when to fight for something and when to release it. Knowing when love is still alive and when it's, attachment or you're just afraid. Knowing when you're honoring a connection and when you're actually clinging to an old version of it because the truth is uncomfortable. Because sometimes we're not holding on to the person. We're holding on to the memory of who they were or who we were with them or the idea of them or what we hoped it would become. And that's where humans get tangled up. We want permanence from people who are still becoming. We want forever from beings living in time, in pain, free will, growth, ego, healing, confusion, transformation. And spiritually, I think that's part of why this hits so deep. Because maybe something in us does remember eternity. Maybe something in us does know that love at its purest level, at its purest form, isn't bound by time the way human form is. But here on Earth, form changes. Bodies die, roles shift, relationships evolve, and sometimes the lesson is not how to keep everything. Sometimes it's how to love without trying to possess. And maybe that's what soul family or a soul tribe really is. Not just people who stay no matter what, not just people who have history with you or are connected to you by blood. Maybe soul family is the people who can grow with you, who can evolve with you, who can meet you in truth, not just routine, familiarity, comfort. And even then, maybe part of real love is understanding that one day it may no longer be for our highest good to walk side by side in the same way. And that doesn't always mean failure. It can mean completion, that bond, whatever it was, served its purpose. It can mean redirection. It can mean the soul did what it came to do. And maybe if paths are meant to cross again, they will. Not through force or guilt or fear, but through truth. I think humans, we cling to forever because forever just feels like safety. It feels like proof, like it mattered enough for them not to leave. But I think the deeper truth here is that something does not have to last forever in order for it to be real. It does not have to stay the same to have been sacred. It does not have to remain close to have changed your life. Maybe the illusion is not love, but thinking love must always equal permanence. So this isn't about giving up on people. It's about seeing more clearly, about understanding that love and letting go are not always opposites, about making peace with the truth that growth will change you and your relationships. And sometimes that change is painful, but necessary. And maybe the real wisdom here is learning to ask, am I holding on from love or from fear? Am I honoring what this is right here, right now? Or am I clinging to what it used to be or what it could be? Am I making room for growth or am I demanding sameness because it makes me feel safe? Because as much as we don't want to be held back in our growth and our evolution, we don't want to be the one doing that to others either, right? Because life on earth does not promise sameness, it promises change. We know this. And it's not a curse, but maybe that's part of the lesson. If this resonated, let me know in the comments your thoughts. Have your views on forever changed over the years? Have you ever had to let go of people you thought would be in your life forever? Have you realized that love can be real without being permanent? Thank you so much for being here and supporting this sanctuary in any way that you feel called. Everything is appreciated. Sending you light, love, and healing. And I hope this helped.